Glenn Danzig is really going to be mad at us for this one. With all kidding aside, Jessica and I are big fans of the music of Danzig and the Misfits, but sometimes in life you kind of have to learn to laugh a little bit, which brings us to the topic of today's video. You see, a few years ago, a photographer captured Danzig leaving a grocery store carrying a box of kitty litter. And those photos that the photographer took turned into a very comical meme.
I think an awesome meme.
Right? And basically, it goes a little something like this. Well, I'm gonna put the picture up, the meme itself, but I got something to say. I bought kitty litter today. Well, it turns out we shop at the same grocery store that Danzig was shopping at whenever that picture was taken. And you guessed it, we're gonna line up the pictures.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. A bad luck's always coming my way.
The store that the picture was taken at is known as Albertson's. And it's actually not that far from where Glenn Danzig was living at the time. We've done a video on this place in the past. It's nice to be back. I mean, it is right down the street from where we live. It looks like there's all kinds of different cobwebs on the fence this time. See them? Looks like the pile of bricks is still on the front porch. Now, of course, if you don't know the story of Glenn Danzig and the pile of bricks, do yourself a favor and go down that rabbit hole. It'll make you chuckle. Of course, the video we made last time is going to be in the description below, the link. And I should point out again that Glenn Danzig does not live here. He actually lives on the other side of the town. We show his current house now. And to be honest, I don't know if he still owns it and somebody's renting it out. You can see that there's a porch light on. It still looks the same. It looks like it's getting ready to like fall into the ground at any time. The window shades up there on the second floor still look the same. And this time around, it looks like there's a broken window. I'm not sure if that was like that the last time we were here. But it definitely doesn't look like anybody's been living here. You can see that the grass hasn't been mowed in quite some time. And as much as a fan I am of the cobwebs being on the bars, well, on the fence, the wrought iron fence here, I really wish that this place was fixed up. I could see us buying this place, baby ghoul. Now, the last time that we were here, there was at least somebody renting the place. There was a car right here in the driveway, and it had a small Misfits sticker on the back of it. But as you can see, everything's just overgrown.
I think that there are hummingbirds nesting here.
So basically, nature has taken back this place.
Oh yeah, in a big way.
Sadly, this entire house is falling apart, which is really sad because if it was renovated, we'd probably buy this house. If this house ever gets fixed up and it goes on the market, I can see the Grimm Life Collective living here, where the Misfits got their start. I guess you can say that, where Danzig officially began, well, where he was living. This house is kind of famous in the legends and the lore of the Misfits. The grocery store that Jessica and I shop at and where the photos of Glenn Danzig were taken were here at Albertson's on Hillhurst in the Los Feliz area of Los Angeles, not too far from Hollywood. Even though this is a very short video, technically this is day 2 for filming this. We weren't thinking. This is actually 4th of July weekend. We came here to the grocery store the day before the 4th of July and it was packed.
Don't do that.
Right? Yeah, there's absolutely no way that we were going to be able to film, so we had to come back. So right now it's about 8:30 in the morning, which is like the golden hour for the Grimm Life Collective. We're going to have some fun. All right, baby girl, let's pretend like I'm the paparazzi and you're Glenn Danzig. You just bought cat litter and you're just leaving the store. He would have been walking to pretty much right where I am. And if you stop right about there, you can see the door, the tree, and then the umbrella that's right behind Jessica. Well, in the picture, it wasn't there, and you can actually see the corner of the window. Even the curb matches up. And if we take a closer look at the tree, you can actually see the trunk matches up. It's like a bunch of little tree trunks, all in one big tree trunk. The photo spot that we were just pointing out where the paparazzi took the picture of Glenn Danzig with a cat litter is right about there. Next, he walks to pretty much right where I'm standing, and we know this because there was a photo that was taken of Glenn Danzig putting his groceries in the car from right about here, right where Jessica's standing. And if you look very, very closely, let me zoom in here, right past Jessica, you can see that building in the photos. And now for the real question. Do they still sell the kitty litter that Glenn Danzig bought? We're gonna go inside and see if we can track it down. So right now we're in the pet aisle. Was it aisle number 9? Looks like we're coming up on the cat stuff. All right, there we go, fresh step. So they still have it. So you can actually come here to what we're going to call the Glenn Danzig supermarket and buy cat litter, just like the evil man himself. Just looking at the boxes of Fresh Step, it doesn't look like they have the same box or the same packaging that Danzig bought, but they still sell it. You know what, baby girl? Even though we don't have a cat, maybe we should get a box. You know, just in case we ever meet Glenn Danzig, we can have him sign it. What do you think?
It's all in good fun. Why not?
Gonna go with that one? All right. Again, this is all in fun. We're big fans of Danzig, like we said, as well as Misfits. And here's the thing about this. Glenn, when he's asked about things like this, he doesn't really like it. There was somebody who actually asked him in an interview what he thought of these pictures, and he was like, I'm not about that, I'm all about the music. So if you are watching this, Glenn, or somebody puts this in front of Glenn, please don't hate us. With that being said, thank you for joining us on another Grimm adventure, this time from Albertson's grocery store in Los Feliz, California. Not too far from Danzig's house. Till next time, happy Halloween.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.